I'm recording right after I'm editing. Like I said, that's for the best. And yeah, I've noticed quite a bit in editing those last 2 episodes, and yeah, this is kind of an issue because I'm pretty sure I know the solutions to like 3 or 4 levels, and I guess we're just gonna go and do those because I just notice in editing it's like, oh, that's very obvious, which is basically the same as just like cutting out video until I get the solution. It's not really particularly interesting, but what can you do? So the question is which levels I'm thinking of, because I don't really remember if it was like back in the previous level or where we were. Did I have any ideas about these? Poem, yeah, poem, I think I've solved, because I was close, it was this whole thing, and then I just didn't realize that we can actually push Rose all the way around to this side, and then make Rose is you, Baba is win. And now I'm controlling the roses, and we can just win with Baba, so... Yep, that... I was so close, but just didn't see that. And... what else? Tiny Pond? I'm pretty sure I've figured this one out as well. Because... have I? Yeah, because I was like... I wanted to try and convert things into Baba, but that's unnecessary, because we can just make sure... So we do the thing I did at the start, where we make, like, flag is key or key is flag, it doesn't matter, either one. There, so now we have 2 flags, and then we just do flag is you and open, instead of Baba. We don't need to be Baba anymore. So yeah, it's, kind of didn't want to do that right now, but there we go. Flag is me and open, and now we can, like, sacrifice one of these, and then I guess we can teleport back to, or transform back into Baba. It doesn't really matter. But we can push this out at this point. And then just do flag is me and win, I guess? I want to win as Baba. Oh, oops. Oh, sorry about the cursor. Always the cursor. We gotta be Baba, because Baba is win. But now we have a new level. Oh, 2 new levels. Tiny Isle and Wireless Connection. This one I still haven't figured anything out. I probably should attempt it again, but let's just go through the ones that I, like, know. This one I do not know. I have no idea. So it was some of the other ones here. A present for you. Yeah, this one, I just didn't think about, like, we don't need to be love at the start. We can just be boxes you, and just walk across. And then remove this, for example. Though, that is all I figured out. I don't know exactly, like, what to do beyond that. So we might actually need to, like, think for a second here. Box has flag. So we want, like... I guess just reversing this and then make boxes melt? Is all we need to do? Like that? And then, yeah, we can... Oh, boxes push. We need that. We can push this out of the way. Boxes push. And I guess move that up a little bit. And just place it here. And then, yeah, just push this over here, and box is melt. And there's the flag. Yep. Okay. So there's that bottleneck overcome. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is... It's gonna happen, where I just, like, notice things in editing, but it doesn't feel very satisfying when you have to do that. It's like, what else am I gonna do? Not notice things when I'm editing? This one I did not have any ideas for, but there was another one, the one with the, like, boxes that seemed so obvious in hindsight. Yeah, crate square. This, I, like, had the entire solution, and just I didn't register the fact that when we pull something that is also pull, it also pulls more things. So you can like pull an entire chain, oops, of things. I guess here's the issue. Huh. Yeah. What do we do about this? Okay, so it's not quite as simple as I thought it was, because we want to like line all these up, and then I imagine the trick here is that if we have all 4 of these boxes in a line, and then we push everything to the left, water is hot, brick is defeat, flag is win and pull, everything will happen like at the same time, and because the flag has moved away from the water, it won't actually get destroyed, and it'll be on the brick. But then we still need to like pull it out even further, which should be fine, but how do I get this into place? I can't like line these up. Wait, no. I just have to line it up over here. So, just go in here. There we go. And then, yeah, that's kind of a tricky one where when like everything is pulled, it's like it's almost sticky. So you have to be very careful with how you move. Yeah, so that works. And then we just like avoid this. We pull this one down, for example, and probably this one as well. And then we can pull it out further. If I can, oh, man, it's hard to like get around these things when you have pull. There we go. Oh. And flag is pull, so we have to now also get rid of pull. There we go. Okay, so pull kind of works the same as push, where like when something is push, you can't walk into it because it's pushing, it's interacting with stuff. Okay, so that wasn't like as simple as I thought it seemed in editing. Literacy and a broken playground. Why do we have A and B now? When previously it was like dots? It's kind of strange. We have like dice dots as extra levels, but then we have A and B as well, and then we have numbers as well. Huh. I think that was it for what I remembered. I actually did write them down this time, because I didn't want to forget when I was like editing the one before the previous one. So tiny pond, poem, hotel basement cap. What? Is that for Outer Wilds? Why do I have that written here? Yeah, I think I accidentally wrote some Outer Wilds notes for what I was gonna do there. Oops. And yeah, crate square. Okay, so that should be everything. So now it's all blind again. I mean, it was blind. That was blind. It was just you didn't really get to see that eureka moment, unfortunately. So now, what do we do? Do we tackle some of these ones that I haven't figured out? I guess so, just for a little bit. Let's go back and see if we can like redo some of these. I'm done here, right? I guess that's what that animation means, yeah? So let's go back here and see if I can do some of these. So like research facility again. Yeah, what could this one be? We need a win to be pushed from the left. And to do that, we need to already be able to pass by the skull. Which means skull can't be defeat or hot. Well, hot is fine, I guess. That'll just interact with the bolt. Yeah, this defeat being in here is a problem. What happens... Just out of curiosity, what happens if we get Boltus push, and we push it over here, and then we get Boltus move? Will it push the defeat to the left of the skull, and then when it, like, moves into the skull, does it push it or not? Like, right here. It does push it before it dies. But, like, that wouldn't matter, even if I had another thing, and then we, like... Oh, yeah, the skull doesn't even, like, disappear anyway. I thought maybe that would cancel out the skull. But no, melt or hot doesn't get, like, cancelled out by melt. Only sync does. Yeah, so it just seems like we have to do the bolt at the top, but how or why? When that doesn't seem to, like, do anything. If Bolt just moves in on its own, it just dies and nothing happens. If I push these in... I can't. I can't do more than that. So I can't, like, destroy the hot condition to save the bolt, in that sense. Oh yeah, there was a great suggestion as well. If I'm, like, stuck on levels and I want something, but I don't actually want, like, a hint, I don't want to look up the hint guide, what I could do is just look up the hint guide, but wait for it, and just check the star rating. Obviously, that's, like, very subjective. That doesn't necessarily mean that just because something is, like, a 1 or 2 star, that it's gonna be easy for me, and just because something is... Again, case in point, there was, like, that one burglary level that had, what, like 3 or 4 stars, and I thought that was very simple. So that'll happen, probably, where it doesn't quite align, but at least that could be a nice way to just get a tiny idea, just like, is this level considered very hard? Because if it's a 4 or 5 star, then chances are I'm not missing something obvious, and instead it's like a whole new concept I need to understand, or something like that. You know, it can, just knowing that can help, like, with how I'm supposed to think about stuff, maybe, possibly, I don't know if it'll work out, but it's definitely worth a try. And then if I'm just stuck on, like, a 2-star level, then I'm probably just missing something fairly obvious, I imagine. And yeah, like, if we just give it push, then it doesn't do anything. We need to give it at least 2, but because we need to give it at least 2, that means we have to give it the entirety of Boltus push. There's nothing else to give it, which is weird, because that doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Like that. Because now, Skull is not hot anymore. Wait. What was the problem with Skull being hot? Oh yeah, Skull being hot, the problem is if I go in here, I'll make it Skull is defeat, and then I'm trapped. And we can't push onward, because then I'm no longer Bob as you. Yeah. And, like, it doesn't matter if we give it push as well. That wouldn't do anything, because then, sure, the bolt would be alive, but it wouldn't... nothing else would happen. Oh no, the bolt wouldn't be alive anyway, because it's not the skull that's killing it, it's just because bolt becomes hot. Though we could have push potentially, like, ahead of it, so it would be push is hot, and then bolt is move. But then, sure, we have the bolt, but what is that gonna do? I mean, let's try it. But I don't see why that would do anything. So if we just, like, put this over here, and then we just put push all the way over here, and then line this up, like so. Then it'll be push is hot, bolt is move, and the bolt will come back. But, like, it'll go through me and not do anything, so... I can't, like, push it, I can't make it help me with these things. Oh! Wait, but I can't- oh my god, wait, but I can! But this- okay, now we have win, but that still isn't... still isn't everything. Yeah, I mean, that's a step forward, but... now we need to, like, place win here, but then I die. Unless we get bolt is win. But, like, even if bolt is win up there, and I push in win to the left, at the same time, like, bolt is going... I mean, bolt can't go in here, so... that wouldn't happen. Yeah, what would we do at this point? I can not really trap the bolt, but do that, and that's bad. Yeah, I don't understand what else you can do here. So, I mean, I guess let's try that thing out. I'm just gonna check the hint guide and just see, like, is this a really difficult level, or is it not? Well, it's a 3 out of 5 star level, for whatever that's worth. I mean, I guess that's kind of the worst thing that can happen, because if it's not 4 or 5, then it doesn't mean that I'm, like, missing something that's very easy to miss because it's a super convoluted connection or something. And it's not 1 or 2, which means I'm not just being a moron. So who knows? If it's 3, then it could be either one. So basically, when it's 3 out of 5 stars, that tells me nothing. And again, it's just their, like, personal opinion. So I guess we'll just wait with this one again, and then maybe later I'll just have to look up some hints for it. So let's check out wireless connection instead. Just a new level. Pipe is stop. Bob is you, flag is flag. Bog is defeat. Cog is stop, robot is push. And we got flag, rock, and win over there. And bog will always be defeat, but we can make... We can make the robot move and stuff. What happens if we make cog is stop and move? It does move. Whatever that means, like... So stop basically means nothing when you have move? It's just... I mean, I guess it can't push in that sense. If we remove robot as push and then do this, he'll just walk through it? Yeah. Because, yeah, sure, I can have them, like, move over to the right side, but then what does that do for me? It's like we need to somehow... I think we need to, like, set up a kind of chain where both the robot and the cog will be moving, like, at this state, or at this point, with an is between them. But, like, is that possible? That wouldn't be possible. No, it is possible. Because we can do cog and robot is move. Because then, like, they'll go all the way over there, and then the one that's at the innermost thing will push it out again, so we don't lose the is. So we can teleport. Yeah, okay, I think that's everything. Because then, assuming that works, then, like, we'll turn flag is rock, and that is fine to just be on one single tick. And it becomes a rock, and then they take everything back, and then we reorder it so it's 2 steps below, and then rock is win for 1 tick, where I make sure to be on the rock. So that should be fine. So let's just, like, put this over here. Do rock. Rock and cog is move. But, oh, first push, because we need to, like, position them. So we'll have cog over here, and we'll push it to the right, so it, like, will start moving to the right. Right? That's how that works, I think. So we push this here, and then this here, and now set up the is between them. And now we do that, and they go on their merry little way. Oh, no, shit, flag is flag. What? What do you mean flag is flag? Then how is that possible? What? That did not work at all how I thought it would work. I thought at this point, robot can't move right, and cog can't move right, so then they reverse and just push the text back out. Yeah, I did not think that would work in that manner. But then, what else do I do? How is that possible? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be leaving it off pretty soon here. I think I'm gonna have to, like... Generally, I try to make 25 to 30 minute videos, or like somewhere in between there. I think for Bob Is You, I should probably try and, like, minimize it a little bit, like hover around 20 minutes, because, yeah, an hour of Baba is a bit too much. 40 minutes of Baba I might be able to handle, so maybe we'll try and hover around 20 minutes per episode, just for my own sanity. But let's just take a quick look at... I mean, prison, is there even any point? This seems so, like, there's nothing to work with, so I don't understand what you can do. Like, somehow we need to remove Wallace Stop, otherwise there's no way to do it. Or, like, Kiki somehow needs to ignore the Wallace Stop rule to bring in the win, but we don't have any move or anything, so that's not gonna happen. Oh, this is weird. There we go. Cause yeah, like, even if we position ourselves there and then switch over, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, I really don't see how anything is possible. Like, there are no options for this level. The other ones, it's like there's too many options, because there's so many different rules that it's hard to tell, like, what it is that you can do. But in here, it's like, what is an action that I can perform? There are no actions. And, like, we can't move this in any way. Can't move any of these down. So we can't, like, get this is over here to do something like Kiki's wall or Baba's wall, but even if we could, I don't see what that would do. So yeah, okay. Let's just leave it off there. Just some, like, catching up from editing, and then next time I'm probably just gonna check out these, like, new levels that we haven't looked at all. So, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. We'll keep going.